Jim Bartles with Josh Krales from the Clay Target League. We've talked to him in past years. We'll catch up with him again. Josh, I know in this past year, your job changed a little bit with Clay Target League. We know that Mr. Sable retired. John Nelson now is president, not vice president. But what changed for you, too?
I used to be the fundraising manager, and now I am the operations manager. So I handle a lot of the day-to-day stuff. A lot of the new states that come on board, I handle them. We also are growing so fast. Now we have state directors in a handful of states, so helping guide them and help it grow in other states like we have in Minnesota.
Yeah. How many states total right now?
We are in 25 states this spring. We had 25 states with about 27,000 kids.
Wow. And do you have inquiries already from other states, more that are thinking about putting this together as well?
Yes, absolutely. We've had inquiries in all 50 states. We had Canadian, we're getting them from everywhere. So Norway, so who knows where we're going to go next.
You might be traveling across the big water then pretty soon.
Not me. We'll find someone else for that.
Josh Krales from Norwich, America also. Josh, last year, I wanted to ask about this. The first day of the event, I think we got washed out. We had some of the teams got shooting. They maybe got 25 rounds in, maybe a few more, but some teams didn't shoot at all. How often does that happen where you end up just having to cancel the day and, sorry, you got to go home?
That was the first time ever. So that was, I guess, it's never a fun thing. We waited all day, and I think we decided at 2 o'clock that it wasn't going to happen. But, yeah, it's unfortunate because with a 9-day event, you can't just say come back tomorrow. You have to come back 10 days later, and to try and get, as you've seen here, to get all the people to stay another day, it's probably not happening. It's unfortunate for those kids. They work so hard to be here. So
this year's event, again, we've got over 8,300 competitors who are athletes who are coming in. Operations manager, director, what's that really mean? What kind of things do you get involved in these trap shoot events on the statewide basis?
So on a state by state, I handle all the agreements with the gun clubs across the country, line those up, work with those states as they're coming aboard of how do we get enough schools to join, and then how do we grow it, and then helping with those state directors to give them the tools they need to be successful so they can grow it. Our fastest growing markets are North Dakota, Kansas, Wisconsin, New York. So we have a few that are really taking off. Michigan's another one in there. So they're all growing, and now we're adding days for our state tournaments in other states.
Do you get involved with the championship event at Prior Lake too?
I don't do much with the state tournament down there. National is also my little baby. Yeah. So that's fun, which is held in Michigan. So we'll be on our second year for Nationals this year. How
little is the little baby in Michigan at National?
We'll have 1,800 individuals, so that we're on Tier 3 right now that open up today. So we'll probably be done with the individuals, I'm thinking today or tomorrow, and then up to 240 teams of 5 per team. So growing.
Wow, and this is what, the second year for that?
Yes, second year in Mason, Michigan.
All right, Josh Krales, we appreciate your time. Anything else you want to mention about your job or the state and national level that you guys are doing with the Clay Target League?
Just that it's, if you don't have a team yet, or if your kids are sort of not sure if they want to do it, give it a try. I also coach a team from Norwood, and we have new kids every year, and they all love doing it. So encourage you to get your kid, get him involved.
If we're have a listener right now or a viewer right now that sees this and they say, gosh, our school doesn't have this yet, how do I get started? Who do they get a hold of, and what's the contact information?
They could just go to mnclaytarget.com and then look on the right-hand side to be a Start a Team button. They can click on that, and then they'll get information and talk to their school or neighboring school. We have 362 schools in Minnesota, so good chance they know someone in their conference or neighboring district, so somebody knows about it.
Yeah. And, that's more schools. Several sports in Minnesota do not have 362 schools, so it's a large, large event.
Correct. Yeah, we have more kids in this than we do in trap shooting and than boys and girls hockey combined. So.
Yeah. Very good. Josh Krales, our guest. We're coming your way from Alexandria State Trap Shooting Championship. He's an operations manager for state and national competition.